friends. Vinny Chopra, Vinny and Beau Show, right there with you, serving every Friday, 9 a.m., 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern. We come to you with Vinny and Beau Show. I hope you are liking it. Give comments. If you'd like to be a guest on our show, please let us know. We are very excited today because we're going to talk about something very special about the wealthy and the high net worth accredited investors. If you are one or you are vying to be one, you would love this episode. Hi, Bo. How are you, brother? How is family? How is everybody?
Well, we're doing well. You know, these weeks are going fast. We've got just about 2 months left in the year. So
Yeah, yeah.
I head to Orlando to a franchise conference next November 10th. I'm
All
excited. It's four
right.
days of just networking and
Yes.
meeting some colleagues. So I'm excited to take a couple day trip to Orlando, Florida. And we're staying
Awesome.
at a beautiful resort. So it'll be a little bit of a vacation, but you know, a little
Hmm.
bit of work too. So let's
Nice,
jump in. Let's
nice.
jump into this PowerPoint here. Give me a second to share
Yes,
the
sure,
screen.
sure, sure. And a lot of things are happening. I think, as I get opened up, more abundance mindset, like you and I were discussing right before, how you are enjoying life with abundance mindset, mind shift, how I'm enjoying and coming across some very high, powerful, accredited investors who got 1031 money of 8.5 million and 20 million and all these. And another friend just called and he's got 6 million to invest. It's mind blowing, so I'm pretty. So we're going to talk about what financial, because I want to provide service to my accredited investors. We have about 700 accredited investors over that. What are their concerns for the wealthy investors? Why do they lose sleep? I mean, they're making a lot of money, but what's important to them? So, again, the wealth management strategies I have come to know quite a bit in this week alone, like financial advisors and attorneys, asset protection attorneys. And then yesterday I had a big call, Zoom call with advisors from Florida, actually, and they have all, I think, 1,500 strategies how to save on taxes. I was totally opening my ears to see how can they save me. I just wrote a very big check last week to IRS, which is rightly so. But the key thing is we need to do things in the year to affect the taxes when we file next year. So people have only month and a half, 2 months left, right? November, December, to do some strategies to save on taxes. So asset allocation is big, as we say. Tax optimization is big. Estate planning is big. And diversification is very, very big. So those are the four components. But the thing I've talked about is that you and I are not attorneys or CPAs or financial advisors. We want to say that it's for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only, guys. So we will kind of take you through this whole slideshow. Yeah. So, optimizing investment portfolios in the past 17, 18 years, I've been a syndicator, fund manager to really invest 500, 700, I think, investors, which we have vetted. We have come to know from one investor to that number and asking them to invest 100,000, 250, 500 million in different multifamily deals, hotel deals, senior living deals. So, optimizing investment portfolios is amazing. You don't want to put all the eggs in one basket. You cannot. You got to choose different assets, classes, different locations so that you are not putting everything in one particular area and something bad happens economically, then you lose. Risk management is huge. You want to preserve your capital, not only make money on your capital, which is thing, but you want to look at the whole projects, whatever you are looking into. When would you get your money back? Is it in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years? Are the operators, the general partners, what's their caliber? What kind of track record they have? How much experience they have? All those things are really, really important. Tax optimization in your investment. Are they doing cost segregations? especially like in multifamily, hospitality, senior living. So much is put into the structure in furnishing them and all that. So there are lots of great tax advantages to depreciate the buildings at a much faster rate, which helps the investors to get tax savings. Of course, each situation depends on their own situation of the project and the investor. But those are the three main things: asset allocation, the risk management, and the tax optimization.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, most of the people I talk to that have money, it's like they're like, well, what tax strategies would work the best? Most of
Yes,
them want to be more of a passive investor. They're searching for the best tax strategies because they know if they don't, they're going to be paying a big tax bill. And so, like
surely.
a lot of people, even these high paid W-2 people that I talk to all the time, they have no tax strategy. It's like, guys, this is like you're paying in 40% or whatever of your income. You need some strategies not to to get that money back every year.
So true, so true. And with medical professions or entrepreneurs and all, and if the spouse is, I'm not a CPA, but I have done so many interviews with CPAs, and they say it's great if the spouse or significant other who is not in W-2 can become a real estate professional. And there are definitions and stipulations how to spend that time and everything, so that if the spouse becomes real estate professional, I'm told in joint filing, then you get the benefit of even the W-2 income as the active income and passive losses and active losses, all those stuff. Again, please do consult with your, CPA and attorney, but there are great ways to do that. But tax planning and minimization, that tax efficiency is huge. Optimizing investment strategies, like I said, cost segregation, 1031 exchanges are amazing. Like I just mentioned, in my lap, I got thrown 8.5 million 1031 money this week that we have to find something by the middle of November. Otherwise, our clients will be paying $2.5 million tax. I just sold my duplex this week, 2 days back. Also, brother, I've got 300,000 sitting in the 1031 exchange. I have 45 days from the day of closing to find three addresses of the properties in Arizona to convert them into residential assisted living, as you know, which I'm doing quite a bit of that. So there are so many tax efficient strategies, investing strategies. Estate tax planning is a huge thing too. As if you're getting older, you're leaving the businesses, you want to sell the businesses, find valuation, or you want to give them to your children, not pay wealth taxes and other stuff, and reach those exemptions. Again, we are not CPAs, Bo and I, but it's very good thinking to really get together with the asset allocation attorneys and estate planning attorneys. Charitable giving, that's a huge one. Of course, the more you give, the more you get. I really believe that. My family has several charitable funds that we give donations all across the different parts of the world also, and in USA, and hungers and seniors, all that. But it's really great to give. And there are charitable remainder trusts are also there, and funds are there. By the way, I think I use the Vanguard fund, where you put the money in 1 year, but then you can allocate out. You get the deduction in 1 year for 50, 100, or 250, whatever you put in, complete dollar for dollar, but then you allocate funds next 2, 3, 4 years. What? You could do that. So you could do it, put that into charitable fund with Vanguard or Fidelity or whatever. Very nice. And you allocate them into all these mutual funds, which I do also. And I'm sure that there are other people. I'm not advisor, financial advisor, but that has served us well. I mean, we put 100,000 and we have made 100,000 in that fund, and we have given so much money, and still there is money in there, which is exciting. International tax compliances, if we are going international, and so on.
Very good.
So estate planning and wealth transfers is huge. I know I've been looking at these for the last 4 or 5 years. I have been introduced to so many advisors to self-insure my multifamily properties. So you could actually take 2 million, 3 million, Vinny, and put it into a fund. You don't touch the fund, but you are able to start an insurance company. That's just one. EULs and life insurance remainders and tax, well, oil and gas, where you get lots of things, even movie making, you get like 1 to 5 ratio. If you invest some money, again, I'm not a consultant like that, guys. I'm just sharing what I've been introduced to. And there are so many strategies where instead of paying the bill to tax, IRS, you can legally look at different alternatives. And then, philanthropic. That's a big one. As you know, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and, lots of different rich billionaires, they love to do philanthropic giving and charitable contributions because that really, puts really good money in right purposes and something that they really believe in. And it also helps in research and developments or building hospitals and different things like that. So that's a very big arm of any wealthy person, accredited investor, to be able to make a difference after they're gone, leaving that X their name into something that people can really enjoy. I know one of my friend is making diabetic centers in Nepal and India like that because, he lost his brother due to that. So there are great avenues, where we can do philanthropic giving and tax advantages are there. Protecting assets from litigation risk. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is huge, huge, huge. I mean, it's so important that we do the legal structure right, the C corporations, S corporations, and make sure LLCs and all that. I never like to have anything in my name because that's what the attorneys advise. It's good to really pay the good attorneys their fees because they will save us from all the lawsuits and different things and really do and steer our businesses to the right path. So I really believe in that, protecting assets from litigation risks and everything, which, every business entrepreneur, solopreneur comes across. There are people who want to really take you down or they want to sue you for this and that and residents and tenants, and all that. So insurance coverage is help, Leather. Go ahead.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
just thinking that it's they have that new policy now that we have to fill out the paperwork for the corporate transparency. It's all due like in the next month or two. So I
Yes,
keep on getting
yes.
reminders I need to do that because they say they're going to penalize you $500 a day potentially.
Right, right. I heard that. Is it on every LLC or the parent LLC? I
I
want to
think it's
check.
everyone.
Oh, wow, wow. I know I did in Arizona. I did it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I got to do all of mine, and I I keep on putting it off because I thought it was going to get kind of kicked back and we wouldn't have to do it because I don't know. It's
And it's
yeah.
not hard. It's just that they want to know the transparency, who the managers are, who are the members are of the LLC, I think, right? Something like that. Uh, so
Let me see what it is called. Yeah, I found what I was looking for. It's called the BOI, the Beneficial Ownership Information uh,
BOI. That's right.
Corporate
Okay.
Transparency Act. This legal mandate affects most corporations, limited liability LLCs, and other entities formed or registered in the United States. Noncompliance carries serious civil and criminal penalties, including daily fines up to $500 per day. Yeah, so you gotta get it all done here because they're gonna there's 32 million entities
Oh,
across the U.S.
wow. Wow. 32
Um,
billion entities are there. Oh my gosh.
Entities formed before December 31st, 2023 must file BOI reports by December 31st, 2024. Entities created on or after January 1st, 2024 must file BOI reports within 90 days of creation. A lot of people are out of compliance already. Beginning January 1st, 2025, all newly formed entities must file BOI reports within 30 days of creation. Why can't they just have these reports that get filed automatically when you form this?
I
Like,
know
why do you have to
exactly.
yeah? Why are they making us jump through so many darn hoops? Like
That's
when
not
we
right. Yeah,
when we
exactly.
file, you got to file with the state. You got to do this. You got to do that. But you know what? I guess look, you got to play the rule. You got to play the game. But maybe that's the reason to look at some sort of trust because you probably don't have to do this stuff if you have trust. So I think trust will become more popular now.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, that's
Okay,
what I would
okay.
think.
Again, leveraging alternative investments, diversification, inflation hedge, higher yields, specialized expertise is so important that we immerse into and then make these free meetings. All accredited investors, all the entrepreneurs should be really taking the advantage of all these services. I really say that the fees are there for their professional services, but they will save taxes. I mean, like Teddy Judge, you and I, very good friend in cost segregation from Core Solutions, they have saved $2 billion in taxes for real estate, people. So, I mean, there are so much going on where we could save on, legally on taxes, and it's good to pay taxes too. Why not? That's how the countries are run and everything. Alrighty, no, super, super addressing family dynamics, preparing for retirement, succession planning. I mean, these are things, and I do want to say that, I'll be doing these seminars in Eventbrite, and Brother Bo also is doing quite a few educational free seminars on Eventbrite. Please go ahead and register and come there, like I'm doing on senior living investing, which is my passion, multifamily millions masterclass free again every month, and also on third one will be on hospitality hotels, which I've been buying and acquisition and developing. So there will be three different webinars that I'm doing. And Brother Bo, what kind of webinars you're doing, bro?
Oh, we got a lot coming up. We have one coming up on automate and dominate on how I use AI and VAs. I have another one coming up called business funding event. I have SBA lenders. I have alternative lenders. That's a new quarterly event I'm doing. And then I'm doing an event with Tiffany called Wake Up to Wealth.
Yes,
You
yes.
you can yeah, that's what I was going to tell you, Vinny. You can what I did is I went boeckstein.com/events, and it actually you can have an events Eventbrite page. So you could also just go by vinnyevents.com, and then just
Yeah.
you tell people when you call to action is vinnyevents.com, and it takes them to the Eventbrite page. They could sign up for any of the events because you know how you have your Vinny your Zoom room and stuff.
Yes, yes,
I like
yes.
buying the URL so when I'm talking on camera, I can just have a call to action. Like if you want to book a call with me, go to bookwithbo.com. That takes them to my calendar, right? Like if you want to go to Business Ownership Summit, go to businessownershipsummit.com and register. If you want to go to SBA class, go to sbaclass.com. If you want to go to Vinny's events, go to vinny'sevents.com. And then that's what I do. But anyways, this was a great episode. My
Yes,
takeaways
yes.
are look like what the wealthy do or need to do is the same thing that the people that are aspiring to be wealthy need to do.
Totally,
Tax
totally.
strategy, tax planning, diversification. It's all the same things. And the more wealth, the more cash flow you can keep by investing into the right asset classes and understanding how the tax code works. You don't have to be an expert, but like if you know about these things, right? If you know about why a hotel, why oil and gas, why invest in these things, why people invest in short-term rentals, what are the tax breaks, what's cost segregation, what's Section 179. These are all the fundamentals. These are all the fundamentals we all need to know. So I hope that helped everybody out there because there's a lot of
Yeah.
people with money that are paying a lot in taxes and are thinking like, well, what do I do? I'm going to get a huge tax bill this year for 2024. Well, you still have options, and people are scrambling right now to find those options. So that's why Benny put the presentation together to kind of
Yes,
outline some of
yes.
the advantages for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. And I hope this episode was really helpful to you. We'll see you next week, 9 a.m. That's when we broadcast our Vinney and Beau Show. God bless you. Let's really be active because 2025 might be the best year for you in real estate. I know real estate is great. Last 3 years have been kind of slow with the interest rates peaked and everything and all that. but it's going to be turning around very soon. See you next week.